on track for a fundamental change in the way the train system is run. Labour vowing to reverse 30 years of private ownership.
Louise.
Within 5 years, the Labour politician who wants to run our transport network says privately operated train companies will be a thing of the past.
Labour will sweep away the broken model and bring private operators into public ownership as their contracts expire. We will establish Great British Railways, a single directing mind to control our railways in the passenger interest.
How are you going to make sure that you don't end up falling into the same old trap as British Railways, where effectively, to get train upgrades, you are competing for cash with schools and hospitals?
Obviously, we are in a very constrained public spending environment. There is no doubt about that. But the reforms we're setting out today will deliver significant efficiencies and cost savings for the taxpayer. We think we will save the taxpayer as much as £2.2 billion every year.
Have you got an agreement from Rachel Reeves that your savings, your efficiencies, can all be channelled back into the railways?
We would hope that we would reinvest some of those savings. We've not got an agreement that all of it would be.
Those rail companies now facing the axe still insist they can do a better job.
If you look at the track record of private sector operators since the mid-90s, actually they've delivered huge amounts of innovation and also investment. £14 billion has been injected into the industry, mostly on new trains. Passenger numbers has doubled.
It was the Tories in the 1990s who abolished the publicly owned British Rail. Those with longer memories are more cautious.
I can remember when it wasn't private, and I think they're both awful.
Something needs to change, this chopping and changing from one region to the next when one supplies it. It must be costing a fortune.
Passengers want more trains, better trains, less disruption, and feel let down. But all of that is going to take more money that isn't going to come from the private sector. But will the state really do any better?
The Tories say it's all anti-business.
It's going to be taking more companies into public ownership. It's going to mean hiring more civil servants to run them. I don't think that's very sensible. You can't do that and then say that you support the private sector, which is what Labour's trying to say.
No one wants more delays, but Labour already warning the system won't improve overnight. Passengers have already been waiting a very long time. Sam Coates, Sky News.